TikTok Shop is getting out of hand, and specifically in the camera product niche. If you've been on the internet for any time at all, you've definitely heard of TikTok Shop. Maybe you've even bought some stuff, or you've seen people selling stuff, because I mean, I'm sure we've seen a bunch of people selling stuff. It's like kind of the craze right now.
$10 Kiwi Lemonade Electrolytes right now in the TikTok Shop. That is right, guys. For 9 hours early, guys, get a
But more importantly, one of the biggest things I'm being seen pushed on TikTok Shop is camera equipment, specifically camera equipment that is being sold by QVC. We all know QVC. It's a massive distribution company of all different kinds of products, not just camera ones, technology. QVC is like literally everything. It's like the US of Temu. They just have everything. So exactly what is the problem with this? The problem with this is that you have TikTok Shop creators selling old ass camera gear for like retail to full prices and are pushing it on people who don't know a lot about cameras and don't know a lot about camera prices and are just eating it up and buying it. And that is just terrible.
I can zoom in or out as much as I want my crop sensor without any issues.
I've seen 70 to 200 Mark 1s by Canon on QVC for 1700 bucks when that lens is maybe 500-600 bucks max. How do I know it's max? Because I bought in a Mark II 70 to 200 for $950 4 years ago. The biggest problem with this is that it leads so many photographers and videographers on a stray of how expensive gear actually is.
I cannot believe I bought this from QVC on TikTok Shop. If you haven't added this Canon lens into your repertoire, I don't know what you're doing.
And it makes a problem for people thinking, oh, I can never obtain this gear if most of your information for sale prices are coming from TikTok Shop, specifically QVC. QVC is just getting away with this because people who do not know about prices, about proper camera gear that are older lenses or cameras or even used gear are getting scammed and hustled by these creators.
But now that I paired it up with this Canon 1.4 times multiplier or the extender.
And these creators necessarily aren't doing anything wrong, but they don't know any better. They don't know that what they're selling is an outdated product for a premium price. They probably just got it shipped to them for free and they're trying to sell it because they know they'll get a very, very high commission off a product like that. So why am I even making this video if I'm just going to rant for a couple of minutes? Well, I want to actually talk about great places that you can get used gear from for your camera, for your photo camera, and actually get good prices at better rates. First on the list, we have local camera stores. Now, this applies to a different business per different state because in one state you may have one camera company, another state you may have another camera company, and overall every state has a different local camera company. And local camera stores are probably going to have a different variety of what they're selling used because it's local. People are coming in and out buying stuff. But the number one reason why buying local used gear is better is for the negotiation tactics that you can use when you're face to face with someone. With a lot of these big box stores like B&H or Adorama or even like MPB, which I think MPB is mostly online, you can't really negotiate much over the phone, over email, or let alone in a big box store that literally has set prices. However, your local camera store people get commission likely, and they would likely negotiate on a better price. If it meant you were going to buy a $400 to $500 piece of camera equipment, they would work with you. How do I know this? Because it's what I do with my local camera shop virtually all the time. I have a guy that I go to frequently and I buy frequent camera gear stuff for him. I built up a relationship, and every time I come in, I ask, how is this price? Is there wiggle room on this? Is there anything like that? And there always is wiggle room with the price because they are getting commission solely as well as the business making money. They want to help you out because you've created a personal relationship with them. Number two, we have Facebook Marketplace. Now, Facebook Marketplace is a little bit sketchier because you don't actually know the person. However, it is safe to say camera people really do take care of their gear very good. People keep boxes, people keep plastic wrap. People virtually take really good care of their things on the camera side because they're so expensive. I have all my boxes from all my lenses and cameras anyways, and I'm sure most people that are watching this video also have all their boxes from all their lenses. It's just something you do. Number three is going to be going to actual big box stores online. B&H, Adorama, MPB. I've heard some flack from MPB, but honestly, I bought from them every single time and I've yet to have a bad experience, knock on wood. B&H is overall the best place to buy used gear, but the prices don't really reflect the used gear principle. It's kind of like getting slightly used gear for like the same price as new, so you might as well buy new. But I have bought expensive things from B&H used. I literally bought a $4,000 MacBook Pro off B&H used, and it was in incredible condition and it works fine, knock on wood. I really want to make this video because I want people to know that they can get gear for better prices out there. You just have to look a little bit harder than scrolling on TikTok and seeing the first product you see and seeing a deal on a lens. Not really a deal. A Mark 170 to 200 should not be going for $1,700. For new videographers and photographers, it is important to educate yourself on pricing with things and not just what you see first and what you like. Even getting new gear as gear ages and gets older deteriorates, and buying something new, even if it's old, might not be the best case because that gear, technology-wise, might be a step back in the wrong direction, or even the actual physical condition of the gear might even be worse, even though it's new. And yeah, that's all for today. Little memo for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be an LDK, and I'm out of here.